Yeah, my name's David Tevenal. Been tattooing for about 6.5 years. I work at Memento Tattoo and Gallery in Columbus, Ohio. The best way I could really explain my style would be like a weird neo-traditional approach to Americana and Japanese. My ideal client, somebody who is just an open book when it comes down to like, you know, ideas and such. Like, you know, somebody who comes in with like a good idea, a good direction, but leaves the majority of the creative control up to the artist, you know what I mean? Like, just somebody who's open to it, you know? Somebody who understands the artist that they're going to for their tattoo, for their particular style. It's pretty much my ideal client, you know? Somebody who's open to that kind of stuff. The guys that I really looked towards when I first started that had styles that I really wanted to emulate were like, you know, stateside artists like Tony Savaro, and I'll throw Joe Cap in the mix too, you know. Then you had a lot of like, you know, super really good like Japanese traditional artists like Mike Rubendahl. You know, a lot of guys. Like, I can go on and on and on. You got a lot of European artists too, like Lars Yu, Philip Liu, you know, artists like that. Like, I'm sure I'm just pulling off what I can in the Rolodex immediately.
Oh, yeah,
but
that's cool.
yeah. Dusty Neal. Dusty Neal is hands down probably one of my favorite guys right now. That, I mean, a lot of people already know who he is, but he's in Fort Wayne, Indiana, at a shop called, I think it's his studio called Black Anvil. That dude's amazing. So, yeah, I see that guy's stuff and my jaw drops each time.
Wow.
Yeah. There's another guy too in the States named Marty Riot who works over at Black 13, and that guy's stuff is super, super cool. It's, I feel like he takes a lot of the whole traditional ideas but puts his own weird animated spin to it. It's really refreshing to look at. Keep your head down low, man. Work, stay productive. When you feel like you're in a lull, just try to work yourself through it. There's a lot of tattooers that are busting their ass right now, and a good way to keep at it is when you're up late and you know you have to draw, even when you don't feel like doing it, think about all the kids that are tattooing right now that are up till 4 or 5 in the morning, drawing their asses off and making sure that you know, they're staying relevant, staying good, trying to improve their craft and hone their skills. Just hard work. That's you know, to sum it all up. I see that things are coming back to the more classic, bold imagery now more than ever, and I feel that with that you can push a lot of like, you know, modern themes and modern aesthetics to just timeless imagery. I see that's happening, and you're just seeing new ways, especially with like the world becoming smaller and smaller, like with, you know, the internet and stuff like that. You're seeing like a lot of approaches to tattoos that, like, you know, take a food dog for example. You know, you can have like, you know, 10 different artists do like mind-blowing versions of it, and each one will be completely different, but all tied into the same imagery. And I feel like you're seeing a lot of people go back to what it all used to be, and they're flipping the script more than ever before, and it's exciting to see because I really want to know where it's going to go. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's, you know, we still have a lot of like, you know, there's a lot of people still doing it, and, you know, they're accessible, you know, and we don't have a lot of time left with some of these people, you know what I mean? And it's just cool, it's exciting. It's more people are getting tattooed now than ever before. It's, I don't know, it's just the whole thing is still has a very, very heavy pulse. So I don't know. Yeah.
Why is it?
Educating the public about tattoos is important to me, primarily just because, I mean, you can tell a good tattoo from a bad tattoo. You can tell somebody who's a collector versus something, you know, more so like in our standpoint. It's just good to, like, you know, let people know that, like, you know, these people are choosing to put a lot of time, you know, under the needle to get really good work, and it's not because they're just hell-bent on destruction, you know. It's just these people express themselves in different ways, and, you know, I'm seeing it getting a little bit more accepted, you know what I mean? But educating the public and letting them know what it is, like, you know, these tattoos are done in a clean and sterile environment. Let them know what's good from bad, you know, hygienically and style, you know, like, it's important just to, you know, just to make it more accepted, because if nobody was getting tattooed, I don't think a lot of us would be here, you know what I mean? Like,
It's been self-serving.
I feel like it comes full circle, man. You gotta, like, I don't know, like, I got a phrase I heard from a buddy of mine who's a chef: never trust a thin chef. You know what I mean? Like, if you're doing tattoos and if you're getting tattooed, and like, and you're supporting it, and I just feel like it all, you know, it's all full circle. Like, you know, it's the lifestyle. It's more than just like a career. You know what I mean? Like, you got to live shit, eat, breathe it. You know, on the collector standpoint and on the tattooer standpoint. You know, like, I'm all about buying art, getting art. You know, all that stuff. Like, I just feel like it's like, I don't know. It's the closest thing that I've had to a religion. You know what I mean? So, you know, you got to give back into it. You know, if you love it, you will. You know, getting tattooed, getting art. You know, putting art out there. I don't know. I just trying to be at every show I possibly can. You know, meeting people. I don't know. I love this stuff. It's just, you know, being enthralled in it. You know what I mean? Putting yourself knee deep and just, you know, wading through it all. It's fun. You know, like supporting art and supporting tattoos. You know, getting them and giving them and the whole nine. You know.